Good morning, folks. Welcome to my corner of YouTube. My name is Stephanie, and this morning for our focus card of the day video, the Queen of Cups was pulled. So the messages that God has for us. This is strong and elevated intuition, as well as elevated psychic abilities. So now is a great time to further develop our psychic and healing abilities, as this card indicates a massive increase in psychic powers. It's also an indication that intuitive females and feminine energies are helping us on our spiritual path. So this is rewards for our growth. God's turning up the knob on our skills, talents, and abilities. Psychic, healing abilities, as well as other skills, talents, and abilities. Then, the Oracle card that came out. Weave the future golden. Something good is here. Kuan Yin urges us to weave our future into the present moment, to call in and draw to us the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities waiting for us that will enable our soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. Both of these feminine energies, all three of the feminine energies, I'm assuming the tiger is feminine as well. They're all looking to the right. Future energy, drawing our future into our present. "13. I have assigned numbers to the court cards. Pages are 11s, knights are 12s, queens are 13s, and kings are 14s. So 13 and 44. So there are opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities waiting for us. There are messages, there are signs. 13, 44, 1344, 134, 144, 344, 441, however that resonates. Opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities waiting for us. Messages, communication. From females, from feminine energies. And how we will know these people, these ladies, these feminine energies are mature emotional females or feminine energies. Security, they're very secure in themselves. Femininity, loving, warmth, sensitivity, kindness, happiness. They're extremely intuitive, romantic, loyal, faithful, shy, pretty, beautiful, daydreamers, psychic, empath, creative, artistic. They're inspirational. These women, these feminine energies are an inspiration to us. Healers, they are healers in their own right, and we are healers as well. Listeners, listening. Conversations, messages, communications. Working on our listening skills. Counselor. So some of them may be counselors. They're caring, supportive, and good mothers. Feminine energy. Feminine energy. So let's remove the strictly female aspect. So they're mature, emotional, they're loving, they're warm, they're sensitive and kind, they're happy. They're intuitive, loyal, faithful, empathic. They're very creative and artistic. And these people are inspirations to us. They're inspirational. Intuitive females are helping us on our spiritual path while honoring and acknowledging. So, sharing the fact, communicating the fact that we appreciate their support. That they're an individual that we look up to, that we respect. She's got the cup. There's an offer being made. Like thanks, gratitude, a gift. These individuals are caring and supportive. That's how we will know that the universe is communicating with us through these individuals. Stronger and elevated intuition, as well as elevated psychic abilities, we will know. We will know. Now is a great time to further develop our skills, talents, and abilities. So we exhibit these characteristics, as well as the individuals that God is using to communicate to us through them. And caring, supportive, manners, respect, consideration. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for being a good example in my life. See the cup? An offering. Thank you for being someone I can look up to. Thank you for being a role model for me. Thank you for being supportive of me. Thank you for sharing. Things like that. So now is a great time to further develop our psychic and healing abilities, as this card indicates a massive increase in psychic powers. So, meditation. Oh, that is so hard for me. That is so ixnay on the word hard. That is a stepping stone for me. So for me, meditation is going to be an aspect for my focus today. Part of my healing abilities are in cleaning, because I naturally transmute the energy of the environment that I clean. So for me, developing my skills, talents, and abilities, my natural thought process is, oh, pick up my space. Feng shui. We want energy to be able to flow. My focus needs to shift from the physical aspects of my skills, talents, and abilities and work on the emotional aspects. Okay, so what does that mean then? Emotional aspects of our skills, talents, and abilities? Listening, caring, supportive, encouragement. And the message I'm getting is meditation allows us to be present and mindful and aware for these communications and to offer support and encouragement and love and kindness and considerations in return. Sometimes my brain just works so fast. And meditation will allow me to slow my brain down. To connect with my emotions. Taking time out for ourselves. Remembering that we are an important priority to ourselves. I have been talking about slowing down, and I have slowed down in the last few days. I've been resting and relaxing more and caring for myself more, and it's been wonderful. And sometimes I find myself cramming more to accomplish into the time frames that I have. And that creates an environment of stress and an environment of rushing. Those are emotions inside of us. Stress, anxiety. And those are the opposite of the goal for today. So I get an element of going with the flow. Taking things one thing at a time. Throwing our to-do list out the window. Everything will be accomplished when it's meant to. Opportunities, teachings, synchronicities, circumstances, greater abundance, greater bliss, greater creative fulfillment. Bliss is an emotion, and the Queen of Cups is creative. Creative fulfillment, greater creative fulfillment. One thing that does work for me is coloring. I have a coloring book and colored pencils. That helps me to slow down. So maybe you're like me, and maybe meditation is a stepping stone for you. It's not easy for me to tell you guys to meditate when I don't do it as frequently as I should. Or maybe I could, or what's a better way to say it? It's not high on my priority or my to-do list. So I'm not gonna lie, I have a hard time asking you guys to meditate when I seem to try to avoid it more than actually meditate. So however that resonates for us, meditation, yoga, coloring, I think the point is slowing down. The Queen's stride appears small. So taking small steps. So setting an alarm and meditating for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, whatever we feel comfortable with. Meditation helps to mentally ground ourselves. There are so many benefits to it. And when I do it, I receive mental grounding. I'm just frustrated because some of my skills, talents, and abilities, when I first, that's not a fair statement. When I really began focusing on my spiritual development back in 2019, I had talents and abilities that are not at the forefront at this moment. So for me, meditation is frustrating. Because I don't understand why those gifts were present in the beginning and they seem to be hiding presently. I don't understand. Well, taking my own advice, I'm not meant to understand in this moment. Oh. That's frustrating. Emotions. And those are the emotions we're hoping to avoid today. So, mentally grounding ourselves. Emotionally grounding ourselves. Drinking water. So, I will make a point to set an alarm and meditate to aid in clearing my mind. And then once I have completed that time frame of meditation, then I can move on to my coloring book. And I like the coloring book because my stick figures need help. So somebody else has already drawn the picture. All I have to do is fill in the colors. And I just sit there and listen to music and I relax. So doing something that mentally grounds us today and emotionally grounds us. Drinking water. Drinking water. That will aid and assist us in being present and mindful and aware, where we will just comprehend and understand the communications we're receiving through these intuitive, supportive individuals, men and women. Because connecting with our feminine energy means being supportive, caring, tender, kind, compassionate, understanding, encouraging, uplifting, lifting the cup up. We lift each other up. That's what connecting with our feminine energy means. Angel cards. Abundance. The message I got, yep, my legs are tingling. There will be an abundance of benefits from meditation. Yeah, my legs are goose bumping left and right. Both legs, up and down. Clarity. Clarity. Comprehension. Insight. Enlightenment. Understanding. Receiving. Knowing when we are receiving these messages and these communications. And being clear-minded and present and aware in the moment. The cycle of giving and receiving. Thank you for being someone that I look up to in my life. Thank you for being an inspiration. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for giving me your time and your consideration. Thank you. Thank you. A massive increase in our psychic powers. So, the time we put in is being amplified and magnified. The results are amplified and magnified. So, maybe more than 7 minutes, maybe more than 10 minutes. Try 15, twice a day, if possible. And color or something, however that resonates for you folks. You guys know what works for you. And if you are beginning your spiritual journey, then I throw out the suggestions that work for me to give you a starting place for you to then begin exploring to see what works for you, what works best for you. For me, dance is meditative. However, my living room is pretty packed right now. We're still unpacking boxes from my grandmother's home. So we're still processing. I suppose we're still processing her passing. As well as her belongings. So where I'm going with that, for me, there's not a whole lot of room in my house for free movement. Yoga could be a form of meditation. Yoga can be a form of meditation. Stretching, breathing can be a form of meditation. So try them. See what works best, because our journey is as unique as we are. And honesty. Look at ourselves in the mirror. Do we enjoy this activity? Are we doing it just because somebody else said something? Are we doing it just because somebody else, because I recommended it? The intention is enjoyment. Greater abundance, greater bliss, and creative fulfillment. So try combining methods. Play with it, mix and match. See what works best for us. I'm going to start with meditation, because there are benefits. There are great benefits. I am frustrated because my perception is I have yet to receive greater benefits. However, the messages I'm getting are greater abundance, greater results for the efforts that we put in. Greater results. I'm also getting the mirror has a truth for us. So what I do when I spend time with the mirror, I focus on my eyes in the mirror. I focus on my reflection in my eyeball. And I receive messages later on, but I spend time looking at myself. What I mean is looking at my reflection in my eye. It's a focal point. Okay, so you may not, that may not be something that appeals to you. The point is, find something to focus on as we're spending time in the mirror. Honesty. Being honest with ourselves. Being honest with others. We're receiving truths from these messages, from these communications, from these signs and these synchronicities, these teachings and these opportunities. So drink water. Meditate. Start there. And then go from there. And spend some time in the mirror today, folks. Messages, communications, signs are coming. And meditating, drinking water, things of that nature will put our mind and our heart in a mindful and aware place to receive, intuition, to know, psychic powers to understand when we are receiving these messages through these individuals, through these supportive, caring, loving, kind individuals. Clarity's coming. Clarity's coming. And there will be an abundance of results from the efforts we put in to emotionally and mentally grounding ourselves today. And we will receive truths. And we will share truths. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you. Thank you for sharing part of your day with me. I appreciate it. So, emotionally and mentally grounding ourselves today to receive these messages, these communications, these signs. Remember, 13, 44, 134, 144, 441, 443, any combination of those numbers, 13, 44, however that resonates for us. Those are also signs to pay attention. And our intuition and psychic abilities and healing abilities are being elevated today through the efforts that we put in to mentally grounding and emotionally grounding ourselves. Greater results, greater abundance of our skills, talents, and abilities. So for me, a greater level of faith. All right, we've got this, folks. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of myself. And I'm working on being even more proud of myself. All right. For a personal reading, my contact information is below. I'll see you folks tomorrow morning. Bye.